What do you think of when you hear the word multiculturalism? Do you know that there are 195 countries and several thousand cultures in the world today? In fact, there are more than 6 billion people who speak over thousands of known languages. But what is a culture? Is it simply people who live in a certain country? Is it people who share a common language or religious belief? Is it individuals who like the same food or wear the same clothing? Well, according to the Center for Advanced Research on Language, the term culture includes more than a few distinctions. The center explains that culture affects our religion, what we eat, what we wear, how we wear it, our language, our marriages, our music choices, what we believe is right and wrong, as well as how we sit at a table, how we greet visitors, and how we behave with loved ones. Also, considering what other scholars believe, culture is an object, or it's something to be possessed and shared by a strict group of people. But what is multiculturalism? Looking at the research of educators Cherry and James Banks, multiculturalism is often thought of as diversity that needs to be acclimated or changed to fit society. They state that diverse students need teaching methods that provide them with the knowledge, the skills, and the attitudes needed to contribute to society. But is this the way a Christian views multiculturalism? So what does this mean for me as a teacher? How will I deal with this issue of multiculturalism in my classroom? Well, in his article on multicultural education, Keith Bowe, the president of Reflections Ministries, explains that multiculturalism means recognizing the rights of all people. For me as a teacher, this means that I must recognize the rights of my students. Each child has the right to be loved, to learn, and to voice his opinions without being judged or persecuted. Secondly, Bowe states that multiculturalism means pursuing policies that ensure freedom and opportunity for all people. For me, this means that my teaching methods and policies should avoid any bias or special treatment. Thirdly, it means fostering a genuine respect for diverse cultural expressions. With every child bringing his unique abilities, values, beliefs, as well as his economic and family background to my classroom, I want my students to grow in their knowledge of diversity and in their respect of all people. As Dr. Salter of Bob Jones expresses his view on culture in Christian education, he states that multiculturalism is an awareness that other cultures do exist and they do not have to conform to ours to be acceptable. With this thought in mind, as an educator, the goals that I have for my students are I want them to be able to learn from each other. Children need to learn to accept one another for who they are as image bearers of God, and they need to learn to work together, bringing their special talents and looking beyond any cultural differences.